What's up, nerds? Hello, everybody. Welcome to conference finals for the Open League, the ALTTPR League playoffs. This is game one between Hyrule Houlihans and Drei, Nasen, tanken. My name is Tyler Salt. I am joined by the one and only Mayan DM. Mayan DM, how are you?
Hey Tyler, it's a good Tuesday. It's time for a little 80 key drop with starting boots action.
Woo,
We've got
80.
the Light World Conference final coming at you. Dark World Conference final already decided. My co-commentator here, more than just another alt, Tyler's alt or Tyler Salt as it may be, not actually a member of that team, but instead a member of the Long Shots, who will be representing the Open League's Dark World Conference in the grand final of Open League, going to face off against one of these two teams that we have on your screen here today, Hyrule Houlihans, Sweet Dancing 89, and Dash. Drei, Nasen, tanken, Boo This Man, and Sea Fate 91. They're going to have to do all the dungeons, find, well, most of the keys, a few more than normal, and then kill the pig at the end. And we are off.
Oh boy. Oh, a small key to Hyrule Castle right away. It's kind of nice. There are 4 of those instead of 1 now, for what it's worth. All right, we're gonna get some. We'll get some sync adjustment here. But yeah, definitely no ulterior motives. I just wanted to watch some and talk about some rando this morning with my good friend Mind
It's a solid choice on a Tuesday, isn't it?
Absolutely. Green Pendant Misery Mire, we see from Boo This Man, who's over at Taha. Small key to Eastern Palace. Okay.
That Moon Pearl probably pretty good too.
Oh, nice. Very, very good already. So, 80 KDB, for those of you who are not familiar, the key drop part is probably the least familiar part. So instead of full key sanity, where the number of small keys in each dungeon is what you would expect in key drop shuffle, keys that are found in pots and dropped on enemies are also shuffled into the pool. And so this greatly increases the number of keys. So for instance, maybe the roughest example here is Swamp Palace, where in normal key sanity, you just need to find the 1 swamp small key. For in 80 KDB, there are 6, count them, 6 small keys. You need 5 of them to fully clear the dungeon, 4 if you can do the bomb spooky action on the left side. So a lot more complexity. You have to embrace the double dip in this mode. It's gonna happen. The odds that you're able to single dip a lot of dungeons are greatly reduced by the fact that we have all of those keys. So yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating, but if you just go into it with that right mindset, I really enjoy this mode. I think it's a lot of fun. I like key drop shuffle.
And that seems to be a thing that a lot of runners are saying. When we got into week 1, it felt like a lot of people were eyeing this mode a bit askance. They were saying that seems like a whole lot more complexity than last season's co-op AD was. There was no key sanity attached to that whatsoever, and instead of stepping up to normal, good old-fashioned 80 keys, we decided to hang the key drop on it as well, and people are saying, I'm not sure about that. But then a lot of people, as the season went on, started saying the kinds of things that you were just saying. It turns out that a lot of people actually liked the way it made the mode feel just a little different, play out a little differently than you got used to with key sanity over the years.
I will say that I do think I like this mode a little bit more as a solo mode than a co-op mode, but that might just be because co-op communication is really hard, and having just that little bit extra added complexity on top of it can be difficult. But I do still very much enjoy this. Dash farming bombs from this bush crab down here by the mini Moldorm cave, in between Mini Moldorm Cave and the dam. We're headed back over to Mini Moldorm Cave now that we have 10 bombs. Already we see, I'm just kind of letting this wash over me here a little bit. I see that we've got a Moon Pearl that was at Saha. We've got a Kakariko area has had a bow and a lamp, and the OK Boomerang and a Blue Cane.
And a sword.
All kinds of things coming in. And a sword, which is great. You love a sword. We've got a Skull Key, an Ice Key. I saw an Eastern Small Key. That's a fun little wrinkle, something you don't see in regular Key Sanity. There are 2 of those.
I thought there were
The lamp
3.
can go.
I could be completely forgetting, though. I didn't actually play this mode.
Yeah. Yeah, in Eastern you need both keys. You need both keys to put either the big key chest or the boss into logic. Oh, nice hook shot on the library. Always nice to find a hook shot early. But of course, one small key in Eastern will let you beat the boss, and I think that's what most people would do. I feel like the play is usually take your 1 key, beat the boss, and last location the big key chest, or just wait and try to get both before you go, so you don't have to make the call. I remember clowning the big key chest in a pickup race once and being Omega rewarded for it. But that's not a play that you want to make all the time.
It's the kind of thing that can happen in a Key Sanity mode, but it's not the kind of thing you should be counting on.
No, certainly not. Certainly not. Boo this man into the front of Escape. This is, I think, a spicy play in Key Drop. But I guess we do have 2 Hyrule Castle smalls already. Okay, yeah, and Boo this man is not going all the way to Zelda Cell. I find the decision making in Hyrule Castle, in Key Drop, very difficult for whatever reason. You only need 3 keys to full clear the place, and you can do it with 2 if you're willing to save scum the key rat if you have a glove. Oh, now we've got 3. Oh, there was a small key to Hyrule Castle in Hyrule Castle, in the first chest of Escape. So Sweet Dancing is 3. No big key, though. That big key to Hyrule Castle is also shuffled into the pool. There's a blue rupee there on the stunt prize we saw.
Dare Dash is going to give us a look at Sora Ledge. You may want that. You may come back for that here in the near future.
What was that on Zora Ledge? Oh, I guess I'm going to see it from Sife here in just a second. It is the flute. Nice flute. Did Boo this man not kill the boomerang?
He did not kill the boomerang chest guard.
Monka S. That's not a. That is in fact an item. I don't know. I think Sweet Dancing did, so I'm not sure if anything was there. Fine DM, did you know that this green guard here in Zelda Cell does a vanilla 1/2 heart of damage regardless of what color mail you're wearing?
I have been reliably informed of that, and mostly thanks, I believe, to a teammate of yours.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Seafate able to splash delete and get that flute early with bow and bombs. Very nice job there. Nice full 8 farm there from the bush crab too. All right, Sweet Dancing gonna show us Frederick the Key Rat here. Nice chicken clip here from Boo This Man. Let's go. Oh, I didn't get it in there. Oh, well.
Now, one thing that flute does do is give Seafate the opportunity, along with the hook shot, to go up the mountain, albeit out of logic for the moment.
Oh, look, that flute is now in logic because there are the flippers on Frederick.
Okay, sure.
Who I believe is in logic with 3 keys. So. Drei Nasen also has now that hook shot on the library, both of them. Neither of these teams has dropped a race in the playoffs. Drei Nasen had a bye in the first round, and then beat 3 guys 1 lever 2-0. Hyrule Houlihans did not have a bye. They beat No FF 2-0, and then missing 2 bows 2-0 to make it here to the conference finals. Something that my team definitely can't say.
Your team has had a bit of an adventure in getting as far as they have.
We have had an adventurous playoffs, yes.
You had an adventurous regular season too.
That's true too. Yeah.
There was a time where I was among the people saying that long shots might have been underperforming more than a little during the regular season.
Oh, I mean, it's consistency over this long of a competitive period is very difficult. That's what I'll say.
Then you just casually came in and took out both of the top 2 teams in the Dark World Conference. So you can't say that you didn't earn it.
No, we feel good about our performance thus far. Prior to this season, the long shots had never won a playoff series. So, yeah, looking forward to playing some of these guys in the finals. Hyrule Houlihans have a Master Sword. Looks like Boo This Man does as well at this point. It's kind of tough to see the trackers here. Is the German team a reference to that movie? I can answer that with a resounding maybe. I don't. What movie? Also, they're both teams in this match are Germans. Are German teams. So. Which team, which movie? You can't remember the name. Well, I don't know what to tell you then, buddy.
That's going to make it pretty difficult because I certainly don't know.
Yeah. Oh no. Man. This is a lengthy death warp here from Dare Dash.
This is less of a death warp and more of a lifestyle choice.
Zwei Nasen tanken super is the movie. Interesting. I don't know that movie, or what that means in English, so I'm gonna Google it.
While you do that, Boo This Man has also successfully splash deleted that bow. Seafate has found the flippers, so we do know that Drei Nasen does have knowledge that that flute is in fact logical, and that Seafate's trip up the mountain here can absolutely yield dividends that they can take into account.
Mm-hmm.
While, yeah, we've got Dare Dash floating around in the front of the escape sequence here, which I believe Sweet Dancing's already done.
Yeah, there are some keys down here. I think that Dare Dash wants. Certainly, that heart container is a nice pull.
If you're going to be there anyway, you're certainly not going to turn it down. I say that, and Dare Dash is already up to, what is that, 8 hearts?
Man, 8 hearts. Oh, nice glove there in Paradox Cave. So that flute is the logical axis of the mountain, probably at least. Dude, where's my toilet? That is, man. There's our 4th Hyrule Castle small key already, up in Paradox Cave. So everything in Hyrule Castle is in logic.
So what you're telling me is you really don't have to worry about what you found in Hyrule Castle.
No, you don't. Yeah. Unfortunately, it will. We do have Zelda Cell outstanding, so we'll keep an eye out for that Hyrule Castle big key. This movie actually looks really good. I got. We're doing a quick little check of the first chest of Castle Tower here with that Master Sword while Dare Dash is in the area. I don't think that was anything of consequence.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah. All right. Sea Fate, headed to Eastern Palace. Oh, never mind. Headed to Saha. Gotta get that Moon Pearl, I suppose. GG Dead Rocks. This will be our first. Oh no, it's not. That's a lie. Dare Dash came to the back escape from the front. This man will be able to get the flippers off of Frederick Keyrat here from the back a little bit quicker. Quite a bit quicker, actually. I believe Sea Fate, yeah, is oh wait, no, Sea Fate picking up the blue boomerang when he already has the clearly superior red boomerang. When
has a superior iron boomerang. We'll ignore the red one entirely.
He iron boomerang as well. Yeah, I guess we've got the flippers too, so is that 3 Ice Palace Smalls already on This Man's tracker?
That is a lot of Ice Palace Smalls.
It sure is. Uh, 3 is all you need to full clear the place. Did someone say nice palace? This Man going to be our first runner to show us King Zora himself. Nobody else has had, I think, Zora money when they came up here to get the flute.
This man didn't have Zora money when he came up here to get the flute.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, thanks, Solsky. Nice hammer. That's Dark World access. Oh, Sea Fate found, we have the second Eastern Palace small key as well. That was up on the mountain. So Sea Fate able to check the Eastern Palace big key chest here with impunity. And another sword.
That's when you may tell your partner you're not getting that one. That's a pretty significant time expenditure.
Hopefully, yeah, I think hopefully we Eastern's late, right? And we find that other sword. I think I still might get it. If I'm there and I'm still on Master Sword, I think that's where I guess it depends on when in the siege you are.
Yeah, I think it really depends
maybe.
on where in the siege you are. The sooner you do
Yeah.
it, the more value it's got for you.
For sure, yeah. This man gonna stop into the bomb shop to get our red crystal info, which are Desert and Hera. That hammer gives us access to Tower of Hera. We can beat it, actually. It's not logic. We can beat it with that hook shot. Looks like Hyrule Houlihans are now on the case of that hammer at Zora. This felt like a pretty close to last location for everybody. I think we haven't seen a Gina. Well, no, we did see a Gina too. So I think this is pretty much it.
I think this turned into the last location, and that's... Yeah. When you have to find 500 rupees and you don't have it when you get up there the first time, that's just what happens. King Zora just kind of falls by the wayside until you get forced into it.
Yeah. There's CT1 on the dig game. There are 4, count them, 4 castle tower keys in key drop. We need all of them. This is all dungeons as well.
And sometimes they have a really bad habit of just having one floating around in CT proper.
That's the worst.
Especially when it's vanilla in Circle of Pots.
Oh, yeah. Who's this man chasing that castle tower key immediately?
Well, Seafate's about to get into the Dark World at 3 here, so you want to be able to say, well, you have to go do that check, or, well, you're going to have to go do that check eventually, but does it have value right this second, or can you kind of float around and do other things?
Yeah.
Because let's say there's something really nice here, like a fire rod, before Seafate gets into the back of Skullwoods.
Nope.
It's not in this case. It's about as far away from a fire rod as it could possibly be. The color was wrong, the form factor was wrong, the function was wrong, everything was different.
How useful it is.
And it's not even truly unique, there are 2 of them.
Ah, yes. All right, all 4 of our runners have that hammer now. This man rushing Pyramid Ledge, which is always an interesting play.
It's co-op, your partner is already on the other side of the Dark World. You would like to have more than 1 pod small before you go diving into Palace of Darkness. The one dungeon in the entirety of this nonsense mode that doesn't have a changed key count.
That's true. It's got 6 keys, just like in regular Key Sanity. Blue mail is fine, I guess. If you're gonna take the 11 bajillion years it takes to go over to Pyramid Ledge just for Pyramid Ledge, at least it's blue mail. Sweet Dancing doing Hyphaven reverse order, which is I don't usually see that. It's interesting. Did not pay off. There was a fat lot of nothing in there. Okay, green pendant, Misery Mire there, and we've got Crystal Thieves, Crystal Swamp, Crystal TR. With one small key here in pod. Oh, we can structural mic route. We'll see if Booman does that. The structural mic route on one key in pod is to skip the front door, go do the bow side, bonk over and do the bridge chest, then use your key on big key chest, and then drop down, do Stalfo's basement, and save and quit. Structural Mike famously used that strat to absolutely destroy me in a cross keys match, in a cross keys tournament match a couple years ago. It had the hammer. Oh, was it Mitts? Okay. Anyway, it was bad, is the point. I think it was the Mitts, you're right. We got our first bottle in Skullwoods. Oh, interesting. No, we're using that one key on Helma and just saying heck to the rest of pod. This is an aggressive play.
This is a very aggressive play. I feel like this early, this is not necessarily the way that I would have chosen to do it, but, well,
I mean,
the Buddhist man is playing in the conference final, and I'm not, so...
You know, like, I don't know that I love it, but, because, like, the chances are... Like, this is gambling that there's nothing in the rest of pod and that you never have to come back here, right? Like...
And just the way this mode works, that feels awfully unlikely to me, Tyler, doesn't it?
Yeah, with so many additional keys in the pool, I feel like the chances that something that, at a minimum, would be nice to have, and obviously, you know, could be hard required, being in the rest of pod seem pretty high to me. But I admire the gumption for sure. But you are by doing this, you are, I think, skipping because Boothman didn't do bridge chest, right? So you are skipping 2 in logic checks here to get 1 out of logic check and a crystal, which I don't necessarily know that that's a good trade. 26 minutes in, 27 minutes in, but yeah, might pay off. We'll see. Down goes Helma for Boo This Man. Sweet Dancing also deciding to forego opening that front door. Is going to come over here to the side. First, at least. I suppose Boo This Man could go back in, or could have at this point, gone back in and gone through the right side again to get bridge and Stalfo's basement. But I don't know, if you're gonna do this, you got to commit to the bit, I think.
And now you're committing to running back out from pod, which is not anybody's favorite thing to do.
Yep. Sweet Dancing, on the other hand, is gonna do these in logic checks. We'll see if we spend that key on the big key chest, or if we just save it. We are just gonna save it. Okay. Or we could go through the right side and kill Helmet here. No, wow, and that is why you don't do that. That is a mirror in Stalfo's basement. A really nice pull there for Hyrule Houlihans. Yeah, we are committing to a second go through the right side here. Yeah, that's a big oof for Drei Nasen for sure. We'll see when Fate gets back over there, but missing that is tough there. Magic Bat with the big key to Hyrule Castle.
A nice out of logic big key.
Out of logic,
big powdering
yeah.
for that.
Okay, and we are taking this key and going to the back. Okay, this is fine. I think I probably would have just done the big key chest here. But with the big key, I suppose this works as well. We're going to be hard isolating Harmless Hellway here. Yeah, when Fate finds that mirror, I assume it's going to be Fate. That is going to indeed be a pretty big oof for Drei Nasen. Fate making his way over to Death Mountain. This might be a Hera play. I think Fate has been up here for the Paradox Cave checks. Pretty sure everybody has at this point.
Well, the glove was up here, so it certainly hopes.
Oh
so.
yeah. So this is a play purely for Tower of Hera. Could do Spike Cave afterwards. I don't think there was anything else super spicy in the back of Pod.
There was a TR small key in Dark U right.
Okay.
That's about the size of
That's
the thing.
it. Yeah. There's 6. Oh, there's our there's our other sword there in Pinball Room. We are not getting there. A bunch of people are not getting that Eastern sword for sure. So that's nice to see.
Maybe if it was in a miser and you were terrified of the potential Ice Train X, but no.
Exclamation point coward.
Absolutely.
Okay, there's a Cane of Samaria. Oh, we saw that. Everybody else had that on Sick Kid. Never mind, I missed that. You know what? That second pod key, not in logic, blocked by the Hera big, but a nice early find there for Fate. We'll see how early he makes his play over into pod. I would think maybe you'd want to wait for a while in their situation.
You probably try to hold off until you have at least 3, maybe 4,
yeah.
And who knows if that's going to be viable without the mirror, which is in logic with 1.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see here where they go. Daredash, you're on 0 keys.
I mean, you can get there that way. It's possible.
Yep. The Hera small in Spike Cave.
That's just disgusting.
Oh, Hera also does not change key-wise in key
True.
drop. There's still only the 1.
It also doesn't change in that nobody wants to go there.
Wow. Are there any basement _ enjoyers in chat? There's a little half magic there in King's Tomb. I've also already got a fair number of items for about half an hour in. Still need a whole pile of keys, obviously. A little Secret of Mana music here from Dare Dash now.
We have a much quicker trip to Tower of Hera with this mirror. Ooh, we've got a big key chain going on there. C-Fate using that Hyrule Castle big key, which was at the time out of logic, but has since found the powder in logic to pick up the Skullwood's big key out of the out of Zelda's cell chest. So the seed and this man's choices with one key in pod doing everything possible to keep Nasen out of the mirror.
I've already got 3 small keys. Oh, go ahead.
I'm expecting that the Houlihans wind up in Swamp here before too terribly much longer.
Oh, man. Rip. The Hyrule Castle big key, leading only to a Skullwood small. To your point here about Swamp Palace, Swamp requires at an absolute minimum 4 small keys to clear. It requires 4 small keys to beat Argus. At a minimum. Logically, you need all 6 to do everything in there, but you can do it with 5. With Specky Clip, you can full clear Swamp Palace on 4 small keys if you can bomb Spooky on the left side to dodge using that key. But it is that is a relatively new hack that not everybody can do. So we'll see if anybody here has watched Gem's tutorial on it. They're countrymen. Is Sweet Dancing manual tracking? I saw a mouse cursor wandering around over there.
I missed it, but it's certainly possible.
Oh man, I can't imagine. I would have trouble manually tracking just a solo open seed at this point, I think, let alone co-op 80 KDB when you probably have another thing that you need to manually update to share information with your teammate.
I've definitely manually tracked once in the past year. It's because I was having trouble getting the tracking software connected properly, and well, I didn't have a whole lot of time because the race was starting. So
sure, yeah.
I had choices that had to be made, and it's a different sort of thing.
A skill lost to time.
Very much so.
I did play some at SGL this last year. Shoutouts to SGL, by the way. Very, very fun weekend. I hope to be able to make it again this year. a bunch of us did play some trackerless cross keys just for fun one day. I believe the only person who finished before we all had to stop was the great Shinmaru.
Truly a gigantic memer if ever there was one.
Oh, for sure. What a race here. Oh no, Seafate has no keys. Trackerless doors this year. Monka-esque. Seafate death warping here out of pod. In the back of pod, 0 keys, no mirror.
This man has the mirror.
This man has it at this point.
So Seafate knows that, well, without a key, you still have a bow, you still have a hammer, you can still go fetch it.
Oh, but he's got he opened the front door. Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
then.
Yep.
Yeah.
That works too.
I don't know why you wouldn't get the mirror first when you were thinking about death warping from the back. That doesn't just get the mirror and then you don't have to death warp. But here we are.
Speaking of here we are, we do have Sweet Dancing into Swamp Palace.
Yeah, we're running out of spots at this point. So I suppose I'm not too surprised that we're in here. Sweet Dancing does have 4 keys, though. Can beat Argus on this trip, at least. Seafate not too far behind, only on 3 Swamp Smalls. So that's a little unfortunate for Drei Nasen as well. He's turned a big key on the left side in the pot.
That'll put that dungeon in a completable state for everybody here pretty shortly.
Yeah. Not sure where that 4th Swamp Small came from, but if it's not right here...
I missed these couple of checks, both this and that pot key after.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It's possible that it was here.
It's not, though. This another kind of tough break here for Drei Nasen, who are going to have to double dip this. Right? Oh no, he does have 4. His tracker says 4 now. I thought it was 3. I said 3 a second ago. Was there a vanilla pot? Was there a vanilla key in the pot or something? Maybe there was. Okay, well that's good. That's good for Drei Nasen that they will also be able to at least beat Argus here on the first trip.
Get some almost simultaneous boss kills out of the Houlihans here. Palace of Darkness and Swamp Palace going down.
That is Sweet Dancing's 3rd Mire Small. That's all you need to full clear. There are 6 keys in Mire. You only need 3 of them to full clear the place. Vanilla first key drop. Thank you, chat. Appreciate that. Oh, in the first, maybe. Oh, in the first key pot, probably. Yeah. Okay. Just missed it. There wasn't a text box since it was a pot key. So. Everybody kind of converging on Swamp Palace at this point.
Except for Sweet
Looks like
Dancing,
we found
who's
them.
already cleared it out.
We found the mitts in here. There they are.
Surprise, suddenly mitts. Why don't you go to Dark Death Mountain and then have your partner go over to Mire?
Yeah. Not Nice Palace. I guess I guess mitts in we have a full, not quite full clearable, but we can beat Desert. I don't think Daredash knows. Daredash must know that, what was it? Hera was our other 5/6, right? Yeah, there's that.
Yes, it was Desert and Hera.
Yeah, okay, so. Daredash does not have Hera marked as a red crystal, but does have Desert marked as such.
And Sweet Dancing has been rewarded for this trip up the mountain. The Fire Rod was in Super Monkey Cave.
It's a good item. Now we can go into Nice Palace. Because Daredash already had, everybody else already had Bombos, so we could have gotten in there anyway. Not sure where that turned up. Sweet Dancing here in Hera without the Hera small key.
See Fate with one of those Castle Tower Smalls in Mire Shed.
His second?
I believe so. And another one on Desert Ledge.
Alright, so we can get everything. We can get all the items in Castle Tower now, but we do need that fourth to beat Aga 1. Again, all dungeons anyway. Did Sweet Dancing peak at the TR medallion?
I am not sure.
It's hard to see. I don't think so. We don't have any medallions. Well, Sweet Dancing doesn't have any medallions anyway. But we've got 3 TR smalls, or Sweet Dancing does at least. So, and the cane, and now the Fire Rod. So, we do a decent amount of stuff all the way to Mimic Cave without the big key on 3 keys. So. Okay. Hyrule Houlihans have figured out at least one of the crystals that they have is a red one. I think it was Drei Nasen who spoke to the bomb shop.
It was.
So, yeah.
Daredash had thought about it and then had turned south for whatever reason.
Yeah. Sweet Dancing, I think, just updated that medallion on his tracker, and I think it is Bombos, which is unfortunate that he was up there already without Bombos. But Daredash is on the case here. We'll probably see a dip into TR from Daredash, and first, probably from Buddhist Man. Oh, there's another big key. The Thieves' Town. Okay. In Key Drop in Thieves' Town, there are 3 small keys rather than 1. You need 2 of them to beat Blind. Shoutouts to this the cave theme here, the
It's so
Matango music from Secret of Mana. Bottle percent too for a Dare Dash. That's 4 of the 8 Tower small keys for Sweet Dancing. And Seafate has 5 of them. That is more than enough to get everything.
And I think that is actually Quake for TR. Whatever it is, both Dare Dash and Buddhist Man, who have the Bombos Medallion, have turned their nose up at entry.
Oh, yeah.
So,
it is Quake now on Dare Dash's side, so, yeah. Brother Sweet Dancing, can you spare some pixels on your tracker? Bombos does, however, get us into Nice Palace here for Seafate. 4 small keys. No big key, but we can get everything else in here. There's Desert Small 4 for Seafate. All teams coming to Desert on Bluesman only had 2 Desert Smalls, so ending up having to double dip the desert area, which is unfortunate. But Seafate now, I guess, potentially with that 4th small key, the kind of general meta here in key drop is you wait to check the 2 right side chests in desert until you have the 4th small key. Landmo and the right side are both logically locked by 4 keys, but basically everybody leaves the right side desert checks until you have that 4th one. Maybe you save Scummit if Desert's a pendant or something in a different. But if you have to beat Desert, you're saving those checks for last. Dancing now following Seafate into Ice Palace. This man not interested in heading to the back of Thieves Town. Not surprising. And looks like a Lambo there for Dare Dash. And we've got 3 of our runners in Nice Palace right now.
it's one of those things in co-op key sanity. Sometimes you just wind up in a situation where you have to follow along with your partner a little more closely than you might like.
Yeah. Misery Mire, Dare Dash can get into. Misery Mire is Bombos. So we're probably going to see Dare Dash in Mire here, I would think. We can't beat Mire. We don't have the big key. But we can do everything except for Viddy and the big chest. And yeah, we're headed back into Mr. Mire here.
Shoutouts to Seafate doing my personal favorite rail clip in the entire game.
Oh, the spin clip in the firebar room?
That's the one.
That's a fun one. Not sure. Seafate fell down there. I think may have been thinking about doing a bomb jump I thought I saw some dust kicked up as if he was going to hover, which would have been, I think, certainly a choice. But now forced to do this in a different way. Who this man, okay, I was gonna say, not hitting the switch, interesting, but nice book in Ice D. There's Thieves Town 2 in Mire. Another beatable dungeon. All right, looks like Sea Fate has done everything in here. I missed some of it, I think, but we're gonna have a full clear of this place other than the big chest. And I think that the book was really the only, might have been a key or two in here.
There were certainly some keys.
Yeah. Looks like Sea Fate's up to 5 PR smalls, which is enough to beat Trineck. Oh, and there's our third TR small on Cold Stare. So we'll see if Sea Fate resists the temptation to go and beat Thieves Town and leave the big chest behind at Gamachu. Considering that that third key we know is here in Mire.
Going to Mire when you have a dungeon that you can clear and that dungeon is not named Misery Mire is a bit of an ask, because why not just go to Thieves and pick up a bunch of items in the back of Thieves, one of which may be your Misery Mire big key, and then you can just single dip it. It'd be fine, right?
I would much rather double dip Mire than Thieves, I think. I'd rather full clear everything I can here and then come back just for the big chest and Viddy than double dip the back of Thieves Town just for the big chest. But you know, I think that's a decision that could go either way, as we see Sea Fate doing that. Not checking the key pot. I guess we'll do that on the way back. Yeah, that's true. So. There's the big key to Tower of Hera. Fetch quest key there.
It's one of those things, you know, you're going to be back up there eventually to start taking care of Turtle Rock once you find the right medallion, so as long as it's not Quake in that Hera big chest, you're probably fine and you just get there eventually. Sweet Dancing having a little adventure setting up this icebreaker.
Oh, we found the Quake medallion here in Mire. Thanks, chat. A lot going on. So that is TR entry for Dare Dash. I'm getting a little hungry. Maybe Dare Dash, I can order some food through him.
It's possible. The delivery may take a little while. There is a bit of a pond in the way, but...
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, there's a big ocean and an entire continent. So, wow, my own teammate not supporting my puns. Unbelievable. The toxicity around puns in this community is too much.
See, it's amusing to me because one of the members of the team that your long shots most recently eliminated always seems to catch puns that I don't even realize I'm making.
What do you mean? Oh, wow, that was bad. Unbelievable. It was right there. That was a good pun. Pun, skip. Yes, exactly.
I don't know, I find them absolutely pun skippable.
Ooh, there's Swamp 5 behind Big Bomb. That is left side swamp access for Dare Dash and Sweet Dancing.
I can't imagine that's the kind of thing that they're going to rush back to anytime soon, but it is something that exists. It's the kind of check you're going to make the game force you into.
Oh, banger here in Castle Tower.
It's Seiken Densetsu 2. It's bangers all the way down.
It really is. This Ziggurat's got an absolute, an all-timer soundtrack. I wish there were a little bit more of it. You know,
that is essentially the reason why I didn't make this pack about 3 or 4 years ago, because I listened to the soundtrack and I'm like, man, this is really good, but I can't make an extended pack out of it, and there's only so much to work with.
Yeah. Shout out to Gills, I think, I can't remember which, Legend of Mana or the other one. The SD3 MSU pack, yeah. I can never remember which Seiken Densetsu each game is. So, but yeah, that pack that Gil is talking about in chat is quite good. Ooh, here's a big key in Circle of Pots. It is the big key to Nice Palace. Rip.
Oh no.
Oh, but that's good for Dare Dash though. Dare Dash has not been to Ice Palace yet, and is maybe heading there right now with that big key. So, that is good knowledge. For the Houlihans.
Take your knowledge and run. Sea Fate going to grab that small key to Turtle Rock off of Bumper Ledge.
That's all 6. So that puts Trinex and Lava Chest into Logic. Sea Fate also has the big key to TR, which I missed. Anyway, here's Mothula. This is a check that we haven't seen yet. Just a compass, though. Any Pedge in chat? Nope.
Even in full up key drop key sanity, you're still looking at an uphill battle for something meaningful to be there.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, we're about an hour in. Let's reset a little bit. Hello, everybody, for anybody who has joined us recently. My name is Tyler Salt. I'm joined by Mayan DM for this conference finals matchup, the Open ALTTPR League between Hyrule Houlihans and Drei Nasen tanken. We've got a fun seed going on here. I think I would, in this spot here, I think I would give the Houlihans the edge. They had that mirror for quite a bit longer than Drei, but it is still quite early. We're still looking for a number of different things, but make sure you give everybody involved here a follow. And thanks to Phoenix for setting up the restream for us. Nice icebreaker there from Daredash. Okay, so what do we need here? We need an ice rod for sure.
That's probably just vacationing on laser bridge at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. We need the Meyer big key. And we need another castle tower small. That's it.
That's surprisingly little for only 65 minutes into an 80 KDB.
Yeah, for sure. There is the 6th Swamp Small Key that we found. It's Seafate's 5th on Pendant Armos. It's just one CT small, Michael. How long could it take to find? 45 minutes? Well, here's Right Side Desert from Sweet Dancing. First time we've seen this. It is a total of 21 rupees. We just been headed back into pod. Oh, both of them. Both hunters in Drei headed back into pod here.
They are working extremely hard to not dip Meyer until they have that big key.
Yeah. Imagine dodging Juice Down this hard.
I would do that against your teammate Homewrecker on grounds, just because I know that he would be in there before me anyway, so I may as well just assume there's nothing there and beat him on something else.
What is Seafate? I was gonna say, what is Seafate doing here? Yeah.
Force of habit. I think we're just going to call that force of habit.
Yeah. And then, of course, Buddhistman has not been to the back of pod at all.
And there's at least, I think, a TR small key back here.
Yeah. Right there. Buddhistman will get his 5th on Armos Knight here in a second. Or no, sorry, that was a Swamp Key, not a TR key. Bumper Cave had a TR key. Okay, both members of Hyrule Houlihans now on 5 bosses. Buddhist Man on 6 bosses. Both Buddhist Man and Seafate on 6 bosses. Now they are missing that Quake Medallion that they need, which is in Misery Mire.
And it feels like they're going to get forced into that very shortly.
Yeah, just as it looks like that Sweet Dancing and Daredash are gonna be. Oh no, excuse me. Okay, Daredash gonna go beat Moth here. But both members of Hyrule Houlihans now can full clear the back of Thievestown. Seafate left behind the big chest. Did not have that 3rd small key. Sweet Dancing with a little muscle memory there, perhaps getting that pot key before the loop as opposed to after.
Easy enough to do that. You're used to that having a small key that you need to complete the dungeon.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need basically 2 ice rods at this point. The ice rod and the Castle Towers monkey, and that Meyer big key. See now bringing Drei Nasen their first look into Misery Mire. I'm still not sure where that TR big key came from on Seafate's side.
Could it have been one of these back of Thieves Town checks?
Oh, probably. Probably. That's the place that Seafate has been that nobody else has been in yet. On blind.
Just
oh,
save yourself, compass.
Nice. TR big is on blind, so not gonna miss that. Seafate in Juicetown with all 6 keys. All 6 monkeys. Not a big key in play. It's probably... Oh, this is a pendant. So that big key could be in GP. Seafate really hoping he finds an ice rod here. He won't. But has not been up to Dark Death Mountain yet at all to get that fire rod. So.
It's one of those pieces of the puzzle, you know it's up there. At the moment, you can just keep dodging it. Your partner has seen the other things that are behind it.
Yeah, it's fine to not have it, for sure, in this particular situation, so. All right, there's a full clear of Thieves Town for Sweet Dancing for the Houlihans. Says that he left some items behind, but I think those were just drops that he didn't pick up. Or chests in the front that he was able to skip. It's our first. No, we've seen Smith's Chain. Somebody was doing purple earlier. Oh, Sweet Dancing hasn't beaten like yet. I'm kind of it's hard to tell who is ahead here. I think so. Seafate's got what's that? 5, 6, 7 bosses. Buddhist Man also has 7. Is about to get an 8th. Dancing on 6, but has access to 2 more. This Beardash about to get his 7th, but has access to blind as well. So if we're just going on number of bosses cleared as a kind of proxy for which team is ahead, I think we're looking at Drei Nasen here. So maybe they've overcome the hurdle of having that of missing that mirror on their first time through pod.
Yeah, and I do feel to some extent that them missing that mirror was something that started to balance out their early advantage, where they were earlier to the hammer and earlier into Dark World.
Mm-hmm. This man headed up to get this TR key, and Seafate is absolutely booking it here over to get into Turtle Rock. we can do everything in here except for Trinex. I feel like the chances that the Ice Rod is in TR are pretty good at this point. We've
And
still got
not
left
that
side
you're going
swamp
to find
hanging
a
out though.
big.
Yeah. Yeah, left side swamp kind of looming still. But yeah, Seafate and Drei Nasen are going to be our first team into TR. So I feel pretty comfortable saying now that they have the lead at this point. We seen Bombo's tablet yet? I think this is new. It is. There's our silver arrows.
Oh, all right. For some reason, I thought that one of Drei Nasen had been over in that area and done that thing since they'd been on the Smith chain, but maybe they didn't have the book at that point. That's possible.
Yeah. Well, no. They, whoever it was that did Smith Chain, mirrored back in the village and fluted to 7, and so they were in the White World. Didn't take the chest to the Dark World there. See, you didn't need to go to Pyramid Ledge in this seed.
Not for a mail upgrade, you didn't.
So far,
Early
nothing
returns on this TR, not really much going on yet, but we've still got a whole back half of this dungeon to go.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through yet. And that doesn't even count Mimic Cave, so.
What a big key to Swamp Palace. Is that what just happened there?
Oh goodness, on the pokey? Oh man. Well, you know, finding that I feel better about my decision to not go back in for left side swamp. You know, now at least I've got the big key, and if I go back in there, I'm gonna get everything left. So.
Again, if the game's going to force you into it, you'd like to at least only be forced back into it once.
Right. Was there something we needed on Purple Chest? Or is this Houlihans' first trip through there?
I
guess it
honestly
must be their
don't
first
recall.
strip, because otherwise you'd just mirror and flute. Oh wait, no, Dare Dash wants the silvers. That's why we're doing this. Just a pod key. All eyes on C-Fate's screen here. The only person who's giving us any new information at this point. It's just $20. There has been nothing in TR so far.
Just one fetch quest, big key to be named later.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm always too scared to do that. That hook shot there in the Samaria Dark Maze.
My larger problem is not the fear of failing it somehow so much as my bumper buttons are so terrible and my fingers are now so terrible that I don't know that I could quick swap quickly enough to make it worth.
Right. Skullwoods. C-Fate needs mirror shield. Heart container. My guy, just use your cane or your cape. Thank you. Let's not mess around here. Nice refill, very good. And okay, Castle Tower 4. That's something. But we are done here. That was the only thing. That and the Swamp Big Key, the only things here in TR. I'm going back to Swamp now. I think. We've already gotten the items. Yeah, like we've already gotten the items in Castle Tower. I'm pretty sure there was nothing on Lumberjack. So, did we find the shovel? We did find the shovel. This is a best of 3, Sean, and this is game. This is the first game. The second game for this team has been scheduled. It will be tomorrow, Wednesday, May 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, same time slot as today. And they are going to be playing Duality.
Duality, a bit of an unsung mode in these playoffs. We've seen a lot of co-op cross keys. We've seen a lot of ADKDB. We've seen a lot of Randomizer. Duality, a bit of the
oh no,
that's the lesser used mode of the 4 options.
Yeah. Duality is co-op, open key sanity. Unsung is generous. Co-op open key sanity. 1 crystal GT open, 5 crystals Ganon vulnerable, fast Ganon. 1 player has to pull Ped, and the other player has to kill Ganon. And whichever team finishes both of their runners first wins. Unfortunately here, it looks like if the answer here is Swamp Pallets, it's in the big chest, and Hyrule Houlihans did not have the big key. And yeah, there's the Ice Rod. I think that is pretty much gonna seal it for Drei Nasen, I think. Yeah, because Dare Dash went into Swamp without that big key and did the left, so. And we're here for the Hair of Big Chest, which this man also just checked. So we are in GT mode at this point. all we need left here is the big key to Pendant Misery Mire. Yeah, which is now probably in Ganon's Tower at this point. In fact, I think it has to be. I think we've seen everything else.
Unless it's sitting on Trinex behind that ice rod.
Yeah, I guess it could be on Trinex, but yeah. Oh no, Jared just going back into pod. This is getting away from Hyrule Houlihans, I think, a little bit here. Like I get the desire to, you know, always have you and your teammate doing different things, you know. But like we were talking about before, sometimes the best play is actually just to follow your teammate into the place that probably has the answer.
And
I'm
it
sure
feels
Dash.
to me like ADKDB incentivizes that more even than other key sanity modes do, just because you know you're going to wind up doing double dips at some point.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're forced to follow along. And for whatever reason, it seems to do that more often.
Welcome Asora to chat. An additional member here, one of these teams. Third member of Drei Nasen, I believe. Yes. Asora, maybe you can tell us which team picked this mode. What time is the race tomorrow? Same time as this one, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm sure we will do our best to do it. Okay, so this choice was Drei Nasen had the first pick, and they chose this mode, ADKDB. Thank you, Asora, for clearing that up. Oh, that is doing Zelda Cell here.
Which we know is another one of those fetch quest big keys that eventually leads to nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, let's fight a Trinex. See Fate, the first of our 4 runners into Trinex, going to give us the nice 0 cycle backdoor strat here. Yep, that should do. not, of course, the Misery Big Key, but that is the final crystal that you need to gain access to a whole bunch of checks in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, where it that Misery Mire. So I guess we can play the Ganon's Tower Misery Mire Big Key guessing game. The number between 131, if you really wanted to, because it's probably going to be in here. I'm not even sure. I don't think there are even any fetch quests left. I don't know how closely we're gonna follow this, but if you feel like you want to, you can do it. Nice emote, PTG. Yeah, Drei Nasen now, they're pretty clear that they have a sizable lead and are going to be the favorites here to take game one.
Speaking of, we'll go ahead and swap over to our usable leader audio.
Oh man, C-Fate with the OK boom strats. You love to see it. Drei Nasen now switching up, who this man's we headed to the right. Nice mirror shield. Now we can beat the game. And there it is. Check number 11. I don't know why you're walking out. Mirror or open the middle door. This is the slowest of all of your options. Could have opened the forbidden door.
That would have been a great opening of the forbidden door.
Oh man, what another banger here. Super Mario 64. It's so hard to not hookshot down to that pot if you know that you don't need it. That's impossible. I say I'm trying to think about, like, you know, because early on I would have said, like, I guess it was better that Drei Nasen were first to the mirror than it was that Houlihans were first, or rather that Drei Nasen was first to the hammer than it was that Houlihans were first to the mirror, right? It just seems like that's probably, I'm trying to think of other, like, big disparities, and I'm having trouble thinking of any. Like, what do we think is what gave Drei Nasen the edge here in this race? Maybe being the first into no, because they were later into Mire, right?
They were later into Mire.
Yeah.
I think it really just came down to they more efficiently split things up. Maybe they were just a little cleaner in their movement through rooms across the overworld, and between that and the earlier hammer, they managed to make up for being later to the mirror, being later to that TR access, because they were just more efficient generally.
Yep. No, that's probably it. We'll see if we get any fluffing here. Probably not. There's nothing really that can help them.
They've seen the silvers. They know where the other sword is that one of them doesn't have. There's not really a lot left that you can look for.
See, Fate already has the mirror shield, you know. So, don't need to fluff for that. They know where half magic is. Yeah, there's no reason to.
All you're doing is risking text boxes that are going to kill a second and a half of your run.
Nice fluff there of the Moldorm 2 chest, though.
With a sad and unfortunate lack of relegation chest boots.
Neither of these teams in danger of relegation this season. We'll see how they and we and the long shots and our semifinal opponent manage in Invitational next year. So
now, Tyler, I will say that both of these teams, as well as your long shots and more than just another alt, have a bit of a path to follow, because the 4 teams that we promoted out of Open into Invitational after being conference finalists last year, 3 of them made the playoffs, and 1 of them only missed on the tiebreaker to one of the other teams.
Yikes. Well,
yeah. You've got a lot to live up to. No pressure.
Somebody suggested that we should change our names to the Shoe-Ins. I was like, if anything, we're longer shots next year. So...
Fate into Castle Tower for the very first time is going to ignore pretty much everything and just run on through as quickly as possible. Sweet Dancing has seen that the Misery Mire Big Key is not on the right side of GT. Still has a little time to track that down before Dare Dash gets over here and has finished off Trinex. Still a little more work to be done after this wizard finishes cooperating. Of course, we do have a Mire clear still on the table.
Yes, and I do fight. Which we have the silver arrows for.
Well, most people do. I don't know that Boo ever went and got them.
It's on his tracker.
Oh, are they? All right.
Yeah.
I suppose when you get forced into going and picking up your ice rod out of Swamp Palace anyway,
Yeah,
it's not really that long of a hop.
Especially when you know you still need to beat the 2 bosses that
that they most
Silvers
improve.
speed up the most, you know? So. Man, this is a great track too. It is key drop. Kudzlin, key drop implies full key sanity.
It would be a really strange mode without.
Yeah.
All the keys are in the dungeons they're supposed to be, except for these,
Except
for some
Except for the ones on the pot, in the pots, yeah, around the enemies. I suppose it could be just like small keys are key drop shuffled, but the rest of the dungeon items are in their vanilla dungeons. I suppose you could do so, but in practice. In practice, if you're doing key drop shuffle, it's full key sanity. Yeah. They're decoupled in multi-world generation. Ah, okay, I don't play a ton of multi, so. Nice little cheeky arrow pickup there. Oh, I guess that's true. I guess that's true. Where all the dungeon items are vanilla, but the pots and enemies are shuffled in as well. I guess was beginner doors like that? It might be. Now that I think about it. Yeah, so I'll take back my strong statement there. But yes, this is full key sanity and key drop shuffle.
I feel like every time I've been looking at his screen recently, Seafate has been doing something else really nicely. That was a really good Mire 2.
Mire 2 is, I think, one of the most fun, if not the most fun speed strat in the whole run. Like learning that fast Mire 2 with the fire rod and beams, like that room is so satisfying when you get it.
It looks really impressive, and it really does just feel good when you just nail it down.
Yep. All right, Boo this man. Collecting that green pendant will be our first runner to Ganon.
Just a quick post-cutscene save and quit there, and then drop right on in.
Oh no, Dare Dash taking a Moldorm 2 fall. Add a little insult to injury here. And get your GGs in chat for Boo This Man, or a G, perhaps a single G. Finishing first. And that is an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 56 seconds. And Sea Fate right behind. Oh, man. That's a cheeky dash. There it is. Sea Fate finishing right behind at 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 31 seconds. Houlihans will go ahead and forfeit this race here in a little bit. You will see them stop. But GG's to Drei Nasen for finishing in first place and taking game 1. Holding serve, as it were. And these two teams will be back. And Houlihans will need a win in Game 2 Duality tomorrow at the same time in order to keep their hopes for league finals alive. I am not sure whether folks will be joining us for an interview here. Looks like they're chatting auf Deutsch in the race room, which I do not understand.
No, I expended the entirety of my Insprechen of Süddeutsch when I greeted them at the beginning of that race room conversation. That's as far as I go.
But we are joined by Boo This Man. GG's.
GG's.
How'd you feel this seed went? I would think that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we just were just talking about it, and we thought we did pretty well.
Yeah, I think
no big hiccups.
The toughest part I thought was that the missing the mirror right on your first time.
Yeah.
But I think it turns out that y'all were first to the hammer. And so that ended up, I think, just kind of leading to a little bit more efficiency, and that plus some cleaner execution, perhaps, was the difference. It ended up being pretty close, really. I think the thing that sealed it from our perspective, at least, was that Dare Dash went into Swamp looking for the Ice Rod without the big key, without having been to TR. And so
yeah, that was a mean Ice Rod.
Yeah, so that unfortunately led to another dip into Swamp, right? If the Ice Rod had been on left side Swamp, that would have been maybe a different story. But
yeah, the fun part is I was actually about to dip Swamp as well, but then luckily Fate found the big key, and then I said, okay, then you are the one doing Swamp.
Yeah, so that very fortunate that you hadn't gotten there yet, at least. But yeah, it looked. I think those were the two kind of pivotal moments. Shout outs to Dante in the seed. That the mirror versus hammer distinction, and then who went into going into Swamp either with or without that big key. I think were the two big moments here. So. But yeah, no, it was a fun race to watch. Always a lot going on in 80KDB. We're also joined by, I believe, Dare Dash. Yes, GG's Dare Dash.
GG's. Yeah, GG's.
A tough loss here. We were just talking. I think that the big thing was unfortunately your dip into swamp without the big key was the kind of nail in the coffin there.
Yeah. I wasted a lot of time there doing all the off checks, going back to Hyrule Castle, finding
Yeah.
the Skull Speak.
Yeah, like it's hard because like in co-op, right? You want to, in general, kind of try to keep you and your teammate doing different things, but at some point, I feel like you gotta it's figuring out the point where it's like, okay, actually, I really should just follow my teammate into wherever they're going because it's probably there. But like making that decision is really hard. Like figuring out when it's right to do that and when it's not. So. Co-op is hard, folks. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But,
Sure is.
Yeah. But GG's to Drei Nasen, taking game one. This was your pick, I believe. We heard from Asora in chat, 80KDB, and so Houlihans choosing a duality for game two, which will be tomorrow at the same time.
Yeah, same time,
Here.
different players.
Different players, yes, of course. We're gonna have. I've got the schedule.
Or at least half of them.
Yes. So it looks like it's Asora and Fate, and then Bumble and Sweet Dancing for the Houlihans. So
Yes.
I will have a keen eye on that race for sure. Looking forward to meeting one group of you in the finals. But yeah.
Yeah, you already qualified, right?
Yes, yeah, we took game two the other day. So
GG.
thank you. But yeah, anything else that you guys want to add? Anything that you want to discuss between the two of you? Everybody had adventures in pod this seed.
Yes.
There was all sorts of routing silliness in pod by everybody. I thought so it was fun to watch.
I can imagine.
Yeah, the pod smalls were very late. I think Steinfing was there with 0 small keys the first time.
Yeah.
He got one from Eastern, I think. But yeah, it was harsh.
Was there even anything in the back? There was like a key or two in the back, I think.
There was a TR
Yeah.
small.
GT.
Was it TR small?
Yeah, small.
But not much.
No, it was really just the mirror. But I really like or it's interesting, like we were discussing that the early, I think this was you, Buddhist Man, you were the first there on one key and decided to do Helma, instead of the two checks in the front that are in logic. I respect the chutzpah there, the gumption to do that. What was your thought process behind that play instead of getting the two checks in logic in the front?
There is a boss, you can do it, go for it.
Fair enough.
And also, yeah, since we were having the key, I was talking to Fate that he can do the checks later.
Yeah. Unfortunate, right? That one of those two checks was the mirror.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. But if it wasn't for the mirror, that would have been a good play.
Oh man, check out this wild collection rate disparity between Boo and Fate. Boo 134 out of 249, and Fate all the way at 182 out of 249. That's wild.
Yeah, that's usually how co-op goes.
Almost 50 checks difference. That's crazy.
One player doing all the checks and one player rushing the dungeons.
Yeah, one person does the stuff that you need to do. The other person gets stuck doing all the terrible things that nobody wants to do, all the slow stuff. So.
Yes.
But yeah, GG's to both of you, and to Drei Nasen in particular for taking the win, and looking forward to game 2 tomorrow. Thanks both of you for joining us, and Mind DM, always a pleasure.
Yeah, always fun. Unfortunately, that's the only game we can tell you about. We're still waiting on a bunch of scheduling to happen over on the invitational side of the street. But until such time, again, as Tyler's been saying for a little while now, you can come back and join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I guarantee you we'll find a channel for that. The world
yeah,
where
for
that
sure.
doesn't happen just doesn't exist.
We will get that match on the air and look forward to watching it. So thank you to Phoenix for putting together the restream today, being our operator, and make sure you give everybody involved a follow. Everybody's Twitch handles there are in chat, in chat. So thanks on behalf of MindDM and our runners and Phoenix and all of us here at the Speed Gaming Family of Networks. We appreciate you sticking around, and we will see you next time. Bye.